Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy tantalizing Tuesday. I hope everybody is having an amazing week. Welcome back, TikTok. That whole 14 hours, right? And that's why I've been away. I recognized, because I always overprocess and think things. I shouldn't say overprocess. I really question the way I feel about things. And when TikTok went dark, earlier than what they said midnight, but it was a little bit earlier. I posted one of my videos and it got violated, and I tried to repost it, excuse me. And I was able to, finally repost it or whatever. But the ban happened quickly, and I had this feeling, it was a feeling, those things we talk about sometimes. Of sadness and we'll just say all these emotions I wasn't expecting. And so it made me go inward. I, did all my shopping Friday, and I stayed in the house all weekend on purpose and sat with myself. And, also it was below zero. I mean, it's been in the teens. We're in an advisory right now because it's so cold outside. However, I did a lot of introspection about what I'm attached to and what I'm putting all my energy in. And this would be a good time to move forward on other plans that I have been working on in my life. We'll just say that. And also, excuse me, I'm still getting over something. This thing with TikTok, it kind of reminded me of the discard phase of a narcissist, right? And I didn't like the way it felt. And so I don't care if it's an app or a person, I'm going to ensure that I don't enter these relationships. So I just took some time away from TikTok to really think and process a lot of stuff. And so just to kind of see where my focus needs to be. Anyway, so now that we're 2 minutes in, I thought we'd pull some cards and get some messages of clarity for those who like it. I've missed you. I've missed you all. Alrighty. Well, since we ended with it, let's start with it. What does our magical spirit want us to know? And my neighbor update. There's all kinds of updates, but none of them I'm sure you're interested in. But the one that's annoying is my neighbor across the hall got a small dog that yaps a lot. So you might hear some background noises. The cats are so unimpressed. Oh, I just dropped some on the floor. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just dropped these two on the floor. Let's just take a look just to see. Just let me be. No. I'm going to reach out. I'm just going to shuffle. Number 43, letter B. Liberation. Free spirit, wild, authentic. Excuse my nails. I need to go get them done. Since I had so much time on my hands this weekend, I kind of peeled my polish. Anyway, number 4. 8. 4. 4, 8. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? Well, I hope so, because the moon, duality, hidden gem, secret powers. We're going to keep those out, but we're still going to shuffle because, actually, let's go to the Cowgirls and Aliens Oracle and see if we have anything on this liberation, the moon. You're going to be liberated by some things that you're going to be uncovering. Some things that were hidden in the dark, you're going to be able to uncover shortly. They were hid in the dark there was a purpose, obviously, and a reason why some information has been hidden in the dark from you. For those of you who've been on this journey or whatever path this is, and you've experienced a lot of things, and you've uncovered a lot of things, you'll know this is for you. Think back to all the stuff you know now when it came to whatever's happened to you, right? If you would have had all the information then, it could be just a singular situation or whatever it is that you've uncovered in the past, right? This is something you've uncovered in the past. How would you have reacted if you would have had all the information, all the pieces at once? Do you feel that you would have had the emotional intelligence in the space and the right energies around you, or different moving parts of your life? Do you think that you would have been able to manage all those missing pieces if you got all the information? And I'm saying that because Spirit is saying is that there's a purpose why these things have been hidden in the moon, or they're really hidden by the moon. And now they're being illuminated, the things that have been in the dark. You're going to be getting some information that's going to liberate you. However, be mindful of not, I haven't even looked at this card yet. I should have kept talking before I looked at it. It's the pilot number, of course, 32, which we got 5. Okay. 4, 5. Okay. It's important when you get all the pieces to this puzzle that you don't start overthinking and then shaming or guilting yourself for all those low, negative, low vibrating, messages that you tell yourself, I should have known, or how come I didn't piece this together? How come I couldn't see this at the time? Or, I'm saying all those doubts and shoulds and woulds and, about shit that we can't change because it's in the past, right? You're being given this piece of this puzzle because you have all the knowledge, courage, strength, emotional intelligence, all the space, and all, even if your connection is just with your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit teams, even if you don't have energies around you that you can really trust, you have the divine. So that's a side note. But you're in a space now where you're able to get these extra pieces to this puzzle, these extra little, I call them little bings of light, everything is connecting, kind of like, the star constellation is what Spirit just showed me. So you may want to look up this specific time. I don't know if this is coming to me. You may want to look up this specific time that you were born and look at the constellation of the stars on your birth date. Sorry. For some reason, Spirit has shown me that. Something important about the stars for you. Something important about the stars. Okay. So this is, I'm not going to struggle. Why struggle when we have reading glasses? Why? Sometimes we make things so much harder for us, 32, the pilot. I will seek out inspiration. Look at her. Right. And this one is free spirit, wild, authentic. And so with this card, it's like, just kind of like let it be. When you get these pieces to this puzzle, which is I'm going to divulge more than that. When you get to the piece of these puzzle, recognize that Spirit hid this, the moon hid this, whatever was hid from you for a reason. You weren't in the right space to get all of the pieces to this puzzle all at once. Sometimes ripping the Band-Aid off is great. Sometimes if we're not in the right space, mentally, physically, spiritually, if we don't understand certain things, if I would have uncovered what I've been uncovering, what I have uncovered these last couple years, 10 years ago, nothing, it would have done me more harm than good. It would have done me a lot more harm than good, to myself, probably to others too. Anyway, so I want to know more. Amber, you're on a roll tonight. I've missed you guys. I was taking time for myself. What is the evolution? Is it the evolution or the repair, evolution, and growth? What do we need to know? Are we need to clarify? What's the? What is this here? Evolution and growth. Well, co-creation, spiritual guidance. Your spirit guides and guardians are here. Well, hi. To assist you and help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation, asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. And also, it's important for you to, this may be a side note, to recognize what the signs mean for you. There's all kinds of signs out there. However, Spirit's saying they're emotionally intelligent enough to know this, but it's still, it goes without, just to say it. That, let's say you research, we all know like a lot of the meanings we see behind red cardinals is our ancestors or some passed over loved one, right? When you see them, the sign may be different. So it's important for you to understand that just because typically what a certain sign means to the collective, a different collective, doesn't mean it has to mean that for you. If you were really processing, I don't know why this is important, but Spirit told me to start talking about this. If you were thinking about someone or in a space or doing, whatever, and you see a cardinal, of course, it could mean your Passover loved one is giving you a sign of a confirmation, but it also could mean something different for you, right? And so, Spirit